Hey everybody, I'm APH. Welcome back to the City of Lost Hope and Kingdoms Reborn. Now, looking at our empire, it has spanned quite a ways. In between episodes, petroleum finished, and looking to the west, we do have 2 petroleum. But looking at it, they're actually outside of our range of control. We still have a little bit more room to the east that we can expand, but we are as far south as we can expand and as far north. And we are on the edge of as far west as we can expand. I can get this oil, but that's probably the furthest that we'd be able to go, which would mean that I would have to put a hub basically right on the edge of the territory with no hopes. I think that a better option might be down the road to put a colony over there or not go the route of oil. Something that is very viable. In between episodes, or in the end of the last episode, sorry about that, we finished the Grand Palace, and the card has been sitting there while everything's kind of been, working its way out. And I got to thinking, this spot right here might be a good spot for the Grand Palace, and we're going to leave a little bit of room because it's first, it's going to take a long time to build, but second, I would like to actually get some decorations around it. Speaking of decorations, let's head over to the castle. It did finish in the end of the last episode. I promised to decorate it a little bit, and I did put some gardens as well as some cypress around it, as well as some behind it, kind of make it look like it's kind of parks surrounding the castle. Next, we have some cards in our town hall that are obsolete, as well as we have not upgraded our town hall. So let's get it upgraded to level 5. And we picked up Happy Bread Day, which will give us 20% to happiness from food. So let's go ahead and click through the notifications. And investment only gives us 20 extra gold. Let's go ahead and drop that out of there, and we will replace it with the Pottery Master, which has been sitting on my hotbar for a few episodes. Now looking at our tax, we have accumulated about $1.25 million worth of wealth. If we drop our taxes down, it doesn't look like it affects us that much. I'm thinking this is a good trade-off. We might look for some other books, as beer tax has also kind of gone past its use, because dropping it only affects us about 1,000. So we might look at replacing that as well. Let's go ahead and pass on the immigrants for now. Now in this episode, we want to get gold bars as well as cotton so that we can do high fashion. We talked about expanding by the cotton, and we went ahead and built all of our city here so that we wouldn't have to go through building that. Let's go ahead and switch these bakeries over to wood-fired real quick and upgrade them. One good way to know that things aren't set up correctly, look for the buildings that are not current era, and we will take them right up to electricity. Now, turning off our overlays and turning on our province, you can see that we do have some fertile area, but it's very limited. So I want to get probably a total of 4 cotton farms down in total. I'm going to try to keep them in the yellow to green as much as possible. We'll do 2 of them on this side, both of them 6 by 10. That should at least get enough on this side, and then we'll kind of try to match 2 of them in this area that are 8 by 8. So let's go ahead and drop them down. Now these are on the edge. I have seen where sometimes they don't actually allow you to build, so this is going to be real close. Check this one first. Good. It looks like we got all of them in a cotton area. The efficiency will probably be a little bit lower than I'd like, but it will at least get cotton so we don't have to trade for them. Let's go ahead and fast build these, and we will put a windmill, a granary. Let's go ahead and close off our overlay so we can actually see what's going on. A windmill, a granary over here, as well as a warehouse just to store it, since cotton can't go into an actual granary. but we will get the boost from it. Yeah, right here will be good. Probably the windmill. I think we have a windmill nearby, so it might have to go a little further out. Oh, there's plenty of room there. This will serve another function. Having another windmill will mean that we'll get a little bit more wheat. Looks like our flour's still hanging around that just shy of 3,000 mark, and it looks like we're producing as much as we're using. So let's quick build the actual windmill so we can get it upgraded, as well as check our limits, because if we're using 6,600, we probably want this to be closer to 13,000. That way we can actually keep up, and we'll go ahead and drop all of the books in it that we can. Yes, that's good. Now we are a little bit away from the wheat, but I think it's close enough, and looking at our wheat, it looks like we're actually getting to where we have a little bit of a surplus. So I think we're okay there. Let's get a hauler just to help with moving everything around. Grab our wild card while doing it. I was hoping a hauler would be in the actual cards. A member of the Discord, which is linked down below, suggested doing time-lapse, and I gotta say, I'm looking into that to see if that will help, but I haven't quite got that down. Let's fast build this so we can upgrade it while we're thinking about it. We want those extra people. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. Now, for high fashions, we need to turn dye and cotton into fashionable fabric. I believe it's done through a mill. They are affected by the unhappiness, so we will need to space it out a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of warehouses so we can put the mill. I'm not sure how many mills we're going to need. I know with some other production facilities, the first... Ooh, that is very close in there. That is very close indeed. Let's get that. Let's go ahead and get the stone roads. Let's fast build this so that we can see what the requirements for the dyed fabric are, as well as how much it produces. So let's bump the budget up and upgrade everything that we can upgrade and get the motivation books in there. So it looks like it produces 132. Let's get our two tailors down so that we can see what they require. And I see an out of inventory over there, so we might have to check into our bread in a second here. So we want fashionable clothes from dyed fabric. We want a production limit of probably 6,000. Let's go ahead and quick build these just to see what it actually require. Upgrade them both all the way up to... We'll stop at electricity. I don't think we need that. Let's drop the motivation books in. So it looks like our mill will produce enough in one round to do both of these. And if we get our happiness up even higher, it will even be a better rate of conversion. That will be our third tier 3 luxury, which will get us what we need. Now, I really think, looking at the tech tree, we want to get into jewelry crafting in order to have that 4th and 5th tier 2 or tier 3 luxury before we get the exhibition hall. Kind of want to finish the game with a bang here. So let's go ahead and look at getting down some trade companies to bring in gold and see how much the ingots are versus the actual ingots versus ore in price. And then we'll kind of make a decision about, do we go with, importing it, or do we look at importing it, or do we look at just trading for it? Gems are out of range, so we would need to do gems as well, which would mean this area would be a viable option for putting down a mining colony for oil and for gems. That's it. Change of plans. let's get an interstate road up there so that we can put, even if it's a little one, a trade hub up there. So intercity road, we're just going to drag this right up here. I think it got a little too far. Yes. This is good. This will give us the gems we need, and it will give us oil. Not sure if we'll use it. It will also give us another spot for grapes and coffee if we choose. Now, this area doesn't have to be built up extremely far, and the less far it's built up, probably the easier it will be to maintain. Go ahead and get our province hub down. We'll go with grass-fed. Let's go ahead and get this upgraded. We will take the gem mine. Let's go ahead and get this upgraded. We'll take the productivity to ranches. See what else we have in here. All right, that's upgraded all the way. Now the logistics hub. We want more food than 300 because we will just not be able to sustain that. Coal, I think I'm going to leave that alone for the time being. Medicine and steel will also leave alone for the time being. We do want some houses in here. This will not be a very big colony, so I'm not sure how many houses I'll actually want. Now let's get some roads, and then we'll quick build this, and then we'll get our gem mine down. I think we're going to need another intercity logistics office because I'd like to bring some of the needs over here. We're going to have to quick build this. We have 7 people over here plus kids, so we've got enough that we don't need to worry about that. Let's get some storage. Let's go ahead and upgrade this as far as we can upgrade it. And it looks like what we're going to need to bring in with the intercity logistics will be stone and brick. Let's drop our 2 motivation books down there. We'll set the goal as 3,000. And we're just going to use this as just a mining colony. So intercity logistics office, we're going to have to build this. Looks like it takes 1 person to maintain, which is okay. Let's get our warehouses built. Now we want brick first. We'll keep 500 brick on hand. Let's go ahead and close our technology for a moment. Let's get stone next. And we'll do the same. We'll keep 500 stone. Glass will be needed and concrete. So let's do glass next. Let's just go ahead and do the same for all of them. We'll just keep 500. And I think last we're going to need some iron bars. Missing concrete. That will keep those 4. Let's get 1 more intercity logistics. Let's grab this territory to give us the room. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that quick built. Now we've got room for... We'll have room for 16 once this house is done. Now I'm going to have to figure out, do I want to bring in all of the luxuries just to maintain this area, or do I put some trade hub down? Because having a few extra houses or people in the houses might be okay. Or do I just expand more houses? Let's go ahead and set up this one. We need iron bars, or steel, sorry. Steel beams, we'll take 500 of them. That should get us up to where we can upgrade to power if we wanted it. Still haven't got glass, that's okay. We almost have enough adults to fill this out. It looks like it only takes 6 adults. So let's expand the houses, and I think that this little colony should be sustained enough to do what we need, which will be get us all of our gems. Then what we might do further on is, if you guys show interest in the colonies, is set up a colony for gold, or set up a colony for something else, as well as expand this one, because you can actually make these as big as you want. Let's go ahead and quick build all of these real quick. Now, I believe we can receive some immigrants. Let's go ahead and bring in another 10 people. That way we have some laborers. I think everything's full. Really, this colony really doesn't need to be upgraded any further than this. And we could look at doing the same thing up to the north where gold is, where we just run a road up there, just set down just a little tiny trade hub, upgrade it all the way, and maintain it. Do we bring in a little bit extra? Nah, I think this is good. I really think that getting us the gems we want, this is all we really need to do. Now we could just set up an intercity logistics over in our main city, which we'll do next, just to keep it. Let's get one more warehouse for gem production. Yeah, I'm thinking that will work. Now that gems will have them coming in, let's check out what it takes for gold. So we're gonna have to get a smelter over here. Let's check our cards real quick. My wild cards, which has became quite the meme, are dwindling. So let's go ahead and grab what we can grab. Intercity logistics, the game knew that I needed it. Let's grab that hauling service. Another wild card. Ooh. It's telling me that I need more immigrants, but I'm gonna hold out on those. Close to the demand right now. Looks like cotton is slowly growing. It looks like that's what we're missing. Let's go ahead and drop 2 trading hubs down. The first trading company, we're gonna go ahead and buy cotton temporarily just to get this jump started. And I probably only want to import up to about 500. This should get this up and going where I don't have to worry about crops failing. That will get us the need. Now on this side over here, we want a trade company, but we also want a gold smelter. This should work as a double thing where it should give the room that the gold smelter won't affect the people, as well as, you know, get us set up. Let's check if it's in the cards. I was hoping I got lucky with the last round, that I was hoping we'd get something in this round. Yeah, nothing worthwhile. So we want gold. Oh, that just fits in there. Just fits in there. Let's go ahead and auto-complete that. Let's auto-build these real quick. With boost. And let's get our motivation cards. It looks like 23 ore produces 98 bars. So let's see what the ore itself costs. I think we can go ahead and buy it. We've got the money, we might as well use it. Let's buy the ore. We'll keep it at 1,000. One more 0 there. Get this upgraded. Let's set this to produce up to 1,000 as well. I don't think we'll need more than that. Now in the tech tree, let's go ahead and get jewelry crafting, start clock making, and we'll go ahead and put down our jewelry, our jeweler. Not sure how many of these I'm going to need. We'll start with the 1. Let's go ahead and quick build it, see what it takes. So 53 gems and 53 gold. We're producing 98 per cycle. I think that we're gonna be able to maintain that. It takes a lot of bricks, of which looks like we're recovering on bricks, and that's 50% productivity. Let's go ahead and show the tree. Let's go ahead and get economic theories. We will want the clockmaker, but not quite yet. Go ahead and get rid of the shrine over here for our logistics office. This will bring in our gems. We'll put one more warehouse over here. It's kind of a home for the gems. Still don't have room for more immigrants, so that's kind of is what it is. And we want to, from our colony, bring in gems. And we'll bring in up to 1,000. Think that will be good. Let's quick build the warehouse. Looks like our smelter just started up. Let's get our motivation books down here. How many bricks do we have? It looks like we have almost half the bricks. So let's go ahead and buy that last round. Now this will put us up to 800 bricks, so we should be okay there. Then we'll put a hauling service with this, and that should complete this area. Looks like our cotton mill has started up and has started the production. I don't know that it's finished the cycle yet. That or they're still loading up. It looks like they don't have enough dye to actually get started, but the rest they do. Which leads me to ask, do I have enough dyes? And I've got 1,500. I think we're good on dye. Yes. Let's take a look at our colony, see if there's some things over there that we can do to make the colony even better, because I've got a feeling we're going to build a couple of little colonies. First thing that I'm thinking is, let's get tulips and cannabis and import some furniture. So let's import furniture. We'll bring in 100. I don't foresee us needing a whole lot. You know what? We can bring in the others as well, the pottery and the beer. Let's go ahead and do that, where we're bringing them in instead of buying them. Our population's only going to be 32, so I don't foresee that we're going to need more than just a little bit. Pottery would be the last one. Still don't want any more immigrants. We're kind of on that edge. Let's go ahead and quick build this. That should set up this area. I think we have enough storage going through here to maintain everything. That will at least get these houses upgraded and get them a little bit of happiness. We do have the option for some cards in here. Is there anything else that we should do with our colony? Maybe set up an actual production for coal, because it looks like coal is lagging behind. Might just be set too low in here. Do we have coal nearby? We have oil nearby, but that won't help us with heat. Let's put a forester down. We have the people. Just to maintain... Yeah, we want it for the colony. Just to maintain that we'll get enough wood for this region. And then we'll put 2 coal producers. And now we're not doing fruit. So for the first time ever, we're going to do non-fruit. And we're going to cut any tree. We'll can't upgrade them yet because we need to bring in some stone. That leaves us just grabbing our coal producers. So let's get a little bit of storage down. Do a face out this time. And last would be coal. Let's get a little bit of a garden going. At least make our people feel like even though they're a colony, they're still part of home. Make it at least look a little bit better. And probably put a garden or something down just to get the appeal even higher. Even though they're a colony, they are not forgotten, and we have our first level 8 house. Let's go ahead and power build the coal and power build the warehouse. It looks like we're at 15 people of the 30. Let's go ahead and bring in some more. I know sometimes the adults that it brings in really aren't the best. They only last a season or two. So let's bring in, we'll bring in 10 more. We'll bring in 5 kids. See if that helps this area kind of develop a little bit. Ah, these houses. They must be desert houses. Very interesting. But it looks like we are starting to get our actual luxuries in, and it looks like this area is starting to develop. Let's go ahead and check on our gold production down there, because I believe our clothes have finished. Yeah, clothes have finished. We've started getting into the next era. It looks like we just ran out of tools. Okay. That has been a long time probably coming. Some of these are not fully upgraded. Let's get them upgraded. We'll take them all the way to electricity. Let's go ahead and bump the motivation books in them. I don't know that the sustainability is necessary anymore. Let's do the same thing over here, just motivation in all of them. Hopefully this will allow them to catch up. And then something that we haven't used in a long time, let's go ahead and boost them up. Excellent. Excellent indeed. We can get rid of the iron smelter. We haven't used it in probably 4 or 5 episodes. Let's go ahead and place another blacksmith down there just to maintain this area. Let's get rid of this little section of road. Just want it to be semi-uniform, and then we'll fill in the actual road around it. This is looking good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and quick build, and let's go ahead and upgrade it to the current era. Gonna go ahead and pass on the immigrants still. Let's go ahead and drop those motivation books in there. We should be okay on tools now. It should rebound. Might revisit things like medicine. I know coal I've been slowly visiting. It looks like it's finally going up, but medicine looks like we might be getting close. So this area is now complete. Looks like it's very well established. Looks like our jeweler's just about finished. Let's go ahead and upgrade the upgrade. That is a lot of jewelry. Let's set this to 3,000. I don't feel that we're going to need more than that. Yeah, I think this looks good. This looks good. Let's check on our Grand Castle and see how it's doing. Looks like they're still hauling all the resources over there, which is probably why the bricks have been so bad. We have the money. Yeah, let's go ahead and just quick build it. Look at that majestic. So I think this is a good spot to go ahead and close off this episode and kind of set plans for the next episode, because in the next episode we're going to go ahead and finish out getting clockmakers before we research the exhibition hall. I think the upgrade tree, we can get bling bling and we can get social welfare, but I think in here we're pretty well finished with what we need out out of the upgrade tree. Like to thank you guys for joining. If you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe down below. As well as we have a link for the Discord and a link for Twitter. You guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you in the next episode.